Well, let's jump right in because I made some changes off line and added some things in. So let me show you guys what I have done here. So first thing is I did fix the tram. So we have 2 tram lines now that come out into the community. So we have one tram loop that comes this way, as you can see. It goes this way. And then we have another tram loop that comes this way. So 2 trams, that worked out really well. And then sneaking this through the shopping area, will be the shopping area, I think it's gonna be really good. And then of course I added a little connection so we can have a little additional pedestrian connection there. The other thing I did is there was a suggestion made. Hello Blue, welcome on in. There was a suggestion made we didn't have any parking for any of the homes here, which was a very good shout out. So I added some additional parking along the back in between this little space. And then additionally, I added some parking back here. I found a permanent home for the crematorium. So that's back here. And then I added a little additional feeder road back there. I did some tree detailing here. I did this all last week, by the way. And then added in these 2 parks, which just fit in really nicely there. And then along this back end, this is all commercial here. And then I added in this nice big parking lot with this little plaza. And I put a little fence here. That way you can have a nice peekaboo view of the trains there. Okay, and then I found a permanent home for the high school. So I was going to have it over on the other side near the pedestrian, but I figured this is a good little spot. And so this modern high school, I put it next to one of my favorite soccer fields and like backed it up to it. And it's almost like they should be together. And then of course I add some additional parking. Yeah, I'm really happy with how that turned out. And then I added a little office park here. And some detailing around the elementary school. So last week I really needed to like de-stress, so I came in and did a bunch of stuff offline after work. So that was really nice. Some of these buildings look so cool when they all the way upgrade, like the colors, the different style of brick here with the roof. That looks so nice. So I did a lot offline this time, but that's good because then we can just jump in and get started. But yeah, I'm glad I solved the tram situation. Hello, Bobble. Oh yeah, so we're across the river from the mining town. Across the river from that. Okay. All right, well, yeah, things are just moving and grooving really well, which makes me very happy. Things are looking really nice. Really nice. All right, well, I think we should jump in and continue to work on our town square here. I feel like that's a good spot to be. The other thing we could do is, we do have a lot of residential demand. We could work on a neighborhood back here. Might be good to let that start leveling up while we're doing other things. Let's just grab some dirt roads here and see what we can do. Well, it's nice to see everyone here today. Appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here. Okay, well, let's come. Let's turn this on. Okay. We can just tuck some houses back here. Yep. All right, we can connect this with a little bit of a curve here. That's nice. And then we could probably fit more little houses there. Okay, I think that might work as like a little additional neighborhood behind there. Oh good, I'm glad you got where you understood where we were on the map. Oh, nice. Happy birthday to your little one. Nice, nice. That sounds fun. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna work. This is gonna work well. The question is, do we do, I guess it makes sense to do the emerging downtown over here. It's gonna look nice. Let's go ahead. Should we just go ahead and use our small roads back here? And let's get our paths. Walking paths are going to be important. There we go, and that's all nicely connected up there. Hello, Badam. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Do I want to create any walking connections? I really don't want this to be a super crazy intersection. I guess the thing to do would just to bring a pedestrian bridge over, but I don't know if we'll end up doing that. So this is where the public transportation is, so as long as they can walk down to this, that's going to be the important bit there. So, all right, well, let's get our emerging downtown, the Rose District. That's going to make the most sense over here, right? Yeah, the apartment buildings. I think so. I think so. All right, let's just pull this over. All right, and then let's do some careful zoning here. And the nice thing is we could do some of the emerging downtown commercial along this front road here. That would actually be nice to do. I think, yeah. So let's do that, because we have a bit of a demand for it. Let's do a 3x3, and then if we can do a nice little walking path along the back end, that's gonna look nice. Put a fence here so I can get how did that not help out with the zoning? Do I need to put a fence here? Guess so. All right. I can do that. Okay, let's see what happens there. And I think we could put a little crosswalk here. Perfect. This is interesting. These should all be 3x3s. This is a little wonky there. What I might do, well, I guess let's just see what happens. I mean, it's a little weird. It's a little weird, a little weird. This will be nice though. It's a nice thing with these emerging downtown is even though they don't function as mixed use, they look like mixed use, which is really nice. Like, what is going on with this zoning? Oh, probably because, let's see if we can fix this. Weird. Okay, well, it's gonna do what it's gonna do. I don't mind. It's gonna fill in and look nice once it all develops. All right, let's leave that there for now, and let that kind of come in on its own and see what happens from there. But let's come back to our town square while that's kind of working. You guys are too funny. Yeah, the only reason I'm staying up till midnight is like I couldn't fall asleep, so I'm up. That's it. I'm always early to bed. Okay, so we got all of our pieces in on everything that we needed, so now we can just fill in some cool bits here. In our town center. So I think it would be nice to have a park area. So yeah, I do think we create or put in a park, and then possibly, like, it'd be nice to also have like a market, a little bit of shopping situation along with some commercial buildings. So I think that will be really fun. Oh, did you guys see it? Looks like we're getting some new stuff for City Skylines One again. I'm shocked. I guess there's enough people still playing the game. I mean, it has to make financial sense for them to, although I think they're content creator packs, right? But still, there's a lot of work that goes into putting that all together. I find that fascinating. It's very interesting. Okay, let's grab a little fencing here. Little safety around the tram tracks, although people will walk on them, but still, it's nice to have. Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm glad we're getting new stuff for City Skylines One, clearly. But yeah, I'm just kind of surprised. Okay. All right, so let's think about some nice park assets that will work well on this pedestrian road. I was thinking like the carousel. Will that fit? That would be really nice to have the carousel here. Oh, that definitely will fit. Ooh, should we put that over here? What if we did it this way, kind of in this corner? Oh, I like that. Okay, and then what we could do is fit a few little cute trees back here. These nice red ones. These yellow ones are pretty. Keep our fall colors in the works here. Okay, that's nice. I do like that. Little carousel there. And then, you know what probably will fit here is, yep, Joy's Taco Truck Plaza. And it's nice because it has the little public restrooms, places to sit. That's such a nice fit. Love that. Okay, that brings in those fall colors really nicely as well. Okay, and then let's go ahead. Oh, we can't do that, but we could just bring in a little surface painter. That will clean that up. Okay. I like that quite a lot. That's nice. I agree, Shannon. Well, they fumbled their entrance, and it's hard to make a good impression. Oh, I'm glad you guys like the Art Deco area. I do too. I think it looks really cool. Like a complete pedestrian neighborhood like this is always fun. Always fun. Yeah, I like it. It's very popular. Okay, coming over to the other side here. Let's see. So we've got the carousel, we've got the food truck. We could stick in a cafe, but I kind of like the idea of having like some green space, like some park. So I'm wondering if we should just take yeah, if we did 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just make our own little park here. You guys know I like doing this. Okay, let's put our little basketball court here. Let's put our soccer here. Let's put our little playground here. Our outdoor gym. If we do it this way. Oh, actually, let's turn it around. I actually think let's put the playground here, actually. Okay, and then little gazebo will look really nice here. can put our lake there. And then basically we've created a nice little park here. So then comes the super tricky part, is can we give a little pathway through the park? Yes, we can. Lovely. I love that. Let's bring this down, give this a bit of a curve that way. Okay, I dig that. Let's give it, we definitely need a public restroom over here as well. So let's put that in. Let's actually back that up right here. And then we are going to pull our little path through there. Oh, that's nice. And then we just need a couple little trees, not a lot. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, actually, let's go with some colors in here. That would be nice. Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Okay. It's just a nice little park. We actually do need a few more trees there. Okay. Really colorful, really nice, cute little park. No Mercy says, I don't talk much about CS2, but to be honest, for a moment, after hearing that they still have literally nothing to show for about the asset editor is kind of looking dire in my opinion. I agree. I agree. Oh, you made an asset pack? Nice. Hey, if you're on Discord, put that link in the somewhere if you didn't already. But No Mercy is the master. Maybe he can find it and put it in here for everybody. But also, we're all on Discord, so. Yeah, 28 assets is a lot. It's a lot. I'd love to look at it though. See what you made. I'll go hunt for that afterwards. You already sent it in the asset channel. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will check it out. Okay, yeah, it's really nice to have like this kind of community park space on one side of like the quote-unquote town square. I think that looks really nice, really nice, really nice. Okay, so let's, before we deal with the center, just fix the lighting the other way. Too funny. Okay, let's figure out the buildings that are going to live around, because we do want some nice commercial buildings, a little mixture of some things. So I think that's going to be really important. The most optimized. Oh, I like that. I like things that are optimized. Noma said, I made an Irish pub asset recently, but I'm too lazy to upload it to the workshop. Yeah, I'm sure all that takes a lot of work. I am sure it does. Okay, let's just take a peek-see, a look-see. We are looking for a 4x3, I think, or two 2x3s, probably a 4x3, 3x3. Let's just see. Let's go in here. These kind of do have that vibe, which I do like. I do like this, just because we kind of have that with the assets that we've picked here. Yeah, that's nice looking. Okay. Also, this kind of has that Art Deco look to it, which is really nice. It's just not going to fit there, but that's okay. All right, well, let's look at well, this is nice. It's the, oh, look at that. It's a nice corner piece, and it's a similar size to the bank. Like that it has all the colors. Okay. Home of the Stuff Store. We definitely need that. What's this one? Buy it all shop. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Kind of seeing what that building looks like. It's kind of an interesting building. Okay, so this one's kind of interesting. I do like this. It's kind of the colors are really wild. That orange is wild. But I mean, that kind of mixes in with are kind of odd, and I like it kind of pulls in a little bit of this. I do wonder if there's a different oh, there we go. Let's do that color. Oh, that's so bright. Look at that. I mean, it fits in. That's wild. It's like a neon colored almost. I mean, not almost, it is. Alright, well, we're going with it. Neon color. Okay, I like this. Is a nice like little corner piece here. This all fits in really well, I think. Let's look on this side. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. We've got, of course, some detailing that we need to do on the back side here, but I think that's fine. What we can do bring a nice little path to there, except we use surface painter, so we'll have to clean that up a bit, but that's okay. Do some nice detailing back there. That'll be good. Yeah, I'm sure it does take time. Yeah, you got to get the right photos, write the description, all that stuff. It's a lot, you know? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I do try to keep my list cleaned up just because I'm now sharing it with you guys. It's linked in the description of the video, but also like it's just good just to do that. But yeah, I know that can get real funky sometimes. I did a complete clean out once and started like, basically I went through my whole mod and asset list and then I favorited the ones I knew for sure that I wanted to keep, and then I cleaned everything out and then I added back my favorites, and that's how I kind of was able to, like, you know, kind of start fresh in a way. Okay, so let's come over to this side now. Well, hi Anna. Hello. You coming to say hello? Hi. We got wet on our walk this morning because it started raining, but just a little bit. That wasn't bad. Hi, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Let's go a little 2x2 here. Oh, look at that little building. That's nice. I'll take that. I hear ya. I see ya. Do you want a treat? Is that what you want? All right, hold on, everybody. Let's get you a treat. Okay. All right. There you go. Alrighty. Update on I mean, we're as we were last week, we're back to our 2 to 3 10-minute walks a day. It just seems to be where what works, you know. So I need to talk to the vet and like see if they're happy with that long term, if that works for them, or if they really want me to increase, which I can again. But the thing with 3 10-minute walks, it's just not very long period of time for her to be out. Oh, looks like we have some traffic issue up here. Need to fix that. But you know, that's 30 minutes of exercise total each day, so that's not bad. You know what I mean? It's not like a bad amount of exercise. And getting out 3 times a day is nice for her. So I'm just gonna see if they're okay with that. I might just stick with that because I can keep her on the low dose of medication, because that is the problem with the medication, of course. Just like with humans, it can be a lot on your body long term. So if they're okay with that, I think I might stick with that because you know, well, this is a really cute building. But the vet may say, really want you to like build up her muscle more. So it might be, and I know that I talked about this with you guys before. There is a benefit to getting a higher dose of medication for a while to get her muscles built up. But we did do that. It was, you know, we were doing that for a good bit of time. So I don't know. We'll see. I got to pick up more medication for her next week. So I'll see if there's, if the vet's available to have a quick talk. If not, I'll call. But we'll see. We shall see how it goes. Okay, let's look at this. Is that because there's a light here? I think so. Or is it just a... No, there's no light. Interesting. One thing that we can do, like this is really our main road. And this is 40. So the thing we could do here is put this little bit 50. And then if we did this little bit 30, the other way will be a bit more attractive, right? So that's one thing that we can do. As long as it's not blocking the intersection, I'm okay with that. That's the main thing. Are all these people trying to go left, I guess would be my question. There's not a ton of traffic here, so I could just take this off for now and see how that goes. I bet everyone is wanting to turn left. Yeah, hopefully now that I've made this the more attractive, faster route, we'll see how that goes. We'll let that sit for a while. Yeah, when we were getting up to the 20-minute walk though, that's when she started limping again. So the 2 to 3 10-minute walks a day is good. But even if I could do, just because 10 minutes is not a long period of time, I feel like if I could get back to where we're doing 2 15-minute walks, I feel like 15 minutes is like a, you know, a little bit better from like a exercise health perspective. So I don't know. Okay, this looks cool. So then what I want to do is continue this little town square. I think what would be cool to do, so the thing is we definitely need I guess I could add in some more houses back here. We're definitely going to need a grocery store. I think that's going to be really important. So let's go into here. Now we could put the grocery store in here with some parking of its own. That might be the good way to go. Although the whole point of this area is pedestrian. They're walking down to the grocery store essentially. I think I'm gonna put it here. It's like right on this pedestrian road there. I think that's gonna be a good little spot. Maybe we put it on the corner. Yeah, that's gonna be important. Okay, and then kind of seeing what other buildings we have here. Oh, the other bakery. Let's put this in because that is that Art Deco vibe. Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful. Our little donut shop. Did I mark all these historical? Yeah, I did. Okay. No, the meds don't make her sleepy. They're just, it's like you or I taking like an ibuprofen or Tylenol type of situation. That's all. That's all. Okay, so now let's look at a 3x3. Don't really like that. I think actually what we do, if we go with the cafe, which I do like the idea of, so if we bring this to the corner like so, the nice thing is this has the stairs out to the back. Really, Anna? Okay. We'll fix that when we put something on the other side. We'll make that look nice and tidy. And then what we can do is grab one of Larry's. Yep. Right there. That's our bicycle parking, which is so nice to have. I know there's these doors out back here where it's like you could see maybe trucks could come through. You know, if we switch these, is there enough room though? No, there's not enough room that way. Overthinking all the things. I do kind of like the idea though of like I'm making a giant mess here, aren't I? I kind of like the idea of, you know, it's nice to be able to have a truck pull in here for deliveries, although it doesn't really work that way. But what we can do, I'm gonna take this out. There is, there, I think there's, we've got the little guy here. I mean, we could put a little parking back here for someone to come in, but I don't think we really need that. Some different options here. We do have these nice little container things which we could do something cute with, of course. There's this little guy I'm not a huge fan of. Yeah, I do like having the cafe here. I think it's like okay to have, you know, not to fill up that space. I did really like Larry's bicycle thing there, but that's just taking up too much room, and I'm definitely overthinking this. But that is what I do. Oh, we do have the little corner shop. That would probably actually be really, gotta love a good corner shop. What's something we could put back here? Yeah. Okay. That looks cute. I think that works. And we've left room there for the trucks to get through back there to the back part of the grocery store. That's fine. It's fine. Okay. All right, so now onto this side. We could do it might be nice to have some smaller smaller things here, like a little outdoor market, of course. So if we take, let's just pause for a second. So we've got this piece here. We have this one, which I do really like. And the other one I like is this one here. And then there is it in here? No, I think it's in here, isn't it? Or is it in here? It's in here. There are, yeah, so there's these little guys here. So that's cute there. I'm gonna move stuff around. I'm just getting stuff down. And then there is, I'm trying to think, oh, you know, there is the, I'm thinking of, there's this little guy, but that's not really the one I was thinking of. Oh, you know what looks really good and we haven't used in a long time that we could blend in with these? If we gave this, oh, is there enough room? There's just enough room. The African miniature has some really cool buildings. Like really cool buildings. In fact, I think they are, there's like some larger ones, I know. Are they at the end here? Scrolling through to the depth. Yeah, so they have. So this is actually a really cool building that's interesting. They also, oh yeah, we have this little cafe. We've used that one before, but there's also, yeah, this one looks really cool. This one's also really interesting. It's kind of funky too. I really should just do a whole area with this at some point. But yeah, this is kind of like a fun, kind of funky outdoor cafe shopping thing. It's eclectic. And like this town square is very eclectic. So that could definitely work. Also, maybe we just need to, let's save that, because I think it'd be cool to do like a whole, like really big, extensive, like market in this style. So let's make sure we like do that in another area. I think that would be really cool. All right, well, for right now, let's just make a little kind of outdoor market. I think actually I'm going to ditch these for the moment. And use these. So I don't want like a farmer's market vibe. I want this kind of like outdoor shopping, like these container kind of type thing. I think would be really fun to do. Yeah, if we did like that. Okay, let's grab our surface painter. Just so you could walk around the market here and there, I think would be very cool. Yeah, that kind of fits in really nicely. And then what we can do is that we do have a lovely 3x3 here. We could also put in oh, we should put in Larry's thing here for the bicycle parking. That would actually be great to have. Pop it in over there. Let's bring this over. It does have some nice seating as well. So a little place in the middle of the market. You can park your bike and sit. We can take this out now. We don't need to have that there. Okay. Yeah, that looks really nice. And then something else here. Perfect. Little outdoor fish Frank sticks. Frank's fish sticks. It does fit there, but I don't think I'm not feeling that. Not feeling that. Oh, we could do one little market stall. We also have this cute little, this is kind of nice, has a bit more of a modern feel to it. Okay, let's go with this. That kind of matches with our kind of vibe here a bit. Okay, I like this. Okay, let's make sure to mark all these historical. Yay. Okay, did I mark all these historical? Pretty sure I did. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we can press play. Let me catch up in the chat. Hello, Black. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Sorry I missed you there. I know. I put things in and then I delete them sometimes. It does happen. Okay. This is kind of cool. I mean, it's really eclectic and that's kind of what I wanted. But like, it's really a colorful, fun kind of town square vibe. Very different. I really like this. This is nice. This is nice. And I mean, the nice thing, you work at the big hospital, the bank, public service, like you've got all these great lunch options right in the square. And access to public transportation that makes a commute easy. Yeah, this is really nice. Okay. All right. Let's see, how are we doing here? Yeah, I love the Africa miniature pack too. I think we should do like a whole area. Like, that would be really fun. Okay. Let's fix our lighting here. Kind of put it back to the middle again. All right, we've got some people over here unhappy, but that's fine. They will work themselves out. We will figure that out. Let's see, now back in this area, yeah, I think we just add in some more houses back here. Kind of keen to do like a little park area right here. Let's see, why did this abandon? Education was too low, and you're right next to the university. Well, that seems a little silly. Yeah, I think it'd be nice to do a little park right here. We could do a little dog park back here. Not a bad idea. Ooh, it might be good to have... You know what we could do? Let me shorten this just a bit. Put the dog park at the end of the road. That could be really nice. I'm actually going to redraw this, make sure I get this straight. And then what we can do is grab some nice little parking. Oh, maybe we need to do the... Let's do the little ones. The little ones will really look nice here. We could like half the size. I think we should do like a playground out here as well. Okay, and then let's grab small playground and don't worry, we'll give lots of safety. We won't let the kids run on the highway. We won't let it happen. Let's actually give a bit more room here. Well, actually, I do like it when, yeah. Let's do this. Nice little dead end situation. Perfect. Okay. That's nice. We can do some nice things with some landscaping and some fences. Yeah, the Africa and miniature pack, there's so much cool stuff in there. No worries, no worries. I hope you have fun, Shannon. Sounds like a good time. Okay, this is nice to have in the neighborhood, and now we have a reason to bring our little path here. Make sure this doesn't connect to the highway there. Very nice. You know what'd be nice here is the little, we did a little coffee shop, like the little medium mug cafe. Be really nice to have here. We put some little chairs. Actually, let's put this here. Put that there. Let's grab some little tables. I love a neighborhood with a little local coffee shop. I'm a sucker. Yeah, this is nice. And then we can do some nice fencing along the back there. That's really great. That works out really well. Yeah. I actually think we should bring in, do a little bicycle parking here. That could be really nice if we kind of move this back. Oh, I wonder if we should I almost want to move this now. Yeah, I think this makes a little bit more sense here. And then we could sneak in the bicycle parking here. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay, and then what we can do is just do a little pavement right there. Okay, that's nice. Okay, that's cute. It's kind of like a little spot down here in the neighborhood. Very cute, very cute. Okay. The zoning back here is just strange to me. It's weird. I don't think I want anything here on this side, actually. On this part of the road. I think we'll bring this down. Yeah, that zoning is very strange. But alright. Do what you're gonna do. Like, look at this. This is so weird. Okay, we're gonna hand place a building here. That's wackadoo. Quite wackadoo. Okay, so we want a nice big 4x4. Do like this one. If we did, oh, I do actually, I really like these. Let's do this one. Yeah, that looks really nice, actually. Little apartments. That's really cute. We can do some nice landscaping around this and make it look really good. That's nice. Yeah. We could even do like a little miniature walking track behind here. Take some nice landscaping, hide it from the but yeah, like a little community, like really small little walking track you can walk around. We did some nice landscaping, brought in some fencing here. It'd be really good. Could even make this a park area and put a little gazebo right here. That'd be nice, actually. Let's do it. Let's just do it while we're here. Let's get a small park main gate. Boom. I'm gonna make a teeny tiny park. There we go. And let's grab, just to give people a reason to come back here. Little gazebo right there. That's nice. And then, you know what, we could put this restroom is so huge compared to these other things. No, we're gonna skip it. We're gonna skip it. But we will put in this little restroom. This right here. Yeah. Lots of landscaping. This will look nice. I think I'm going to choose a different fence here as well. I think we're going to go with the, yeah, this one, the suburban fence. It's going to be much nicer. Much, much nicer. Okay, and actually we don't need fence going all the way up to there. Let's just bring it to there. Cute. Okay, and then actually what we can do is extend our little park area, because then we could maybe bring in something else here if we wanted to. Okay. Ooh, helicopter. Okay, we'll bring that there for just a moment. All right, so we need some trees. Bring in some nice fall colors. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. Let's just fill in with some nice fluffy trees. I don't want you to even think that the highway is there. Okay. This is nice. Okay, okay. Everybody loves a coffee shop. Facts. So true. So true. Yeah, I mean, I really wish that, like, and I know I've told this to you guys 1,000 times. In the little area that I live, I really wish we were allowed to have a little coffee shop. Because I could definitely see a world of me opening a little something like that. Not that I have ample amounts of time to do that, but like, you know, I think it would do very well. Because there's 600 approximately, give or take. There's like 600 homes out here, like out on the, I don't know, peninsula. And like in between where our community is and like the town is like this, like we're very condensed, like the 600 houses. It does, like, even though the, like in some areas, like the houses are close together, but not like close together, but close together. So it's like out on the peninsula, we do have like this grouping of houses. So it definitely does feel like a neighborhood. It's essentially what it is. But like from where we are, once you're on the, like out on like the tip where we are, right? Then when you go from there into like where town is, then it's like this very rural area in between, right? So it's like then then it's like these huge properties of houses and like big, you know, it's like very, very rural, lots and lots of space. So yeah, I bet it would do very well. Because I bet even people who lived halfway in between where we are and where the town is would probably come over to us for something like that. But definitely like people here in the community. Because it's mostly retirees. So I could definitely see them just like coming down and sitting for the day, talking your ear off, which is like the best thing. The best thing. Should we put something else out here? I feel like we already put the coffee shop. I don't know. I don't feel like we could put a fun little like climb that thing, but I think we just leave it like that. I think having the playground, quick little walking path, I think that's good. You know, go good right here is a senior center, right? Did we put one of those in out here? No, we didn't. Okay. I didn't think this would be a great place for a little senior center out here, right? Will it fit? Ooh. I feel like we could make it fit. Yeah, we could definitely make this fit. Because like how great, if you're here, you have a little park you can walk to. If you have a little dog, you can walk around there. And then you're also one street down to the transportation, right? So I think what we just need to do here is put different size houses here. Sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. Oh, maybe what we do, I wonder, can we put this back here? Ooh, we can. Oh, all those people are so mad at me. Because then they could walk out back and walk on this path and then walk back to here. If we did this, don't worry, we're gonna give you guys a little road. to there like that. Well, that's nice. That's very nice, actually. Yeah. Do we like it? Hello, Bella. Welcome on in. Bella speaks the truth. Bella says, somehow CS1 is still better for the joy of city building. Facts. I agree. I agree. A castle in autumn? Yes, please. That does feel very nice. Okay, I think we should do some little additional parking here. Right outside, right out front there. That's going to be nice to have. And then let's do an additional walking path right down to there. Yeah, this is a great little place for senior centers because you can walk out back, catch this path, and then come like a nice, like very short loop, or you can come here and do a little bit longer one if you're a bit more active. It's good to have some nice little walking. I think that's great. Okay. What do I want to do in here? Should we do like a little tiny grocery store in here? I mean, it's always nice to have in the neighborhood. Like just a little, like a small one. Yeah, like this one. Just like a little grocery store. And what we can do, because I know we need to have the parking for the grocery store. Oh yeah, that's not gonna fit there. That's fine. It's fine. This is a very walkable. We're walking. We're doing all the walking. Actually, if we put this. Overthinking things. Let's just put it here. It's fine. Little grocery store. You can park there and walk to the grocery store. That's fine. That's really nice. Yeah, because you've got all this commercial stuff here, so it's not like you would really need much more. A little coffee shop, little grocery store. That's nice. Okay, so then let's just get some nice little 2x2s here. Well, these ones are really cute. Do like a little grouping of these. And I need to fix my music. Let me do that. There we go. Yeah, these look really cute. And maybe these right here. Maybe this is also, maybe this is less assisted senior housing. Right here. Yeah, that's nice. You have the little balconies. That's very cute. All right, well, that's how we're going to think about these three little buildings are senior housing but non-assisted, and then this is the assisted. It's a good little spot. I like that. I like what we've done there. That's very nice, actually. Okay. Let's get this fencing. To here. Lovely, lovely. Okay. All right. Oh, maybe we do more of this style back here too. Have your lovely balcony view to the highway. But you do have a nice view of like the mountains and beyond, so that's fine. Or maybe we find a different building. Not that you won't see that. You definitely will see that. Well, that one has a balcony. I do kind of like these though. Also, maybe actually what we need to do is actually put more parking back here. What has old geezer done to me? Just like parking, parking, parking. No, but I mean, that's part of making an accessible community is, yes, you do want things to be very walkable. You do want things to be close to public transportation. That's really important. Also, you want to make sure that you have parking that's very accessible, handicap parking. So that's really important. Okay, I think that's nice then. That works. That works. We definitely need to do a lot of landscaping back here to make this all look nice, but we will. But yeah, this is a cute little bit of a neighborhood tucked in here. I'm almost thinking, you know, a lot of these upgraded, wouldn't this little front street here look so much cuter if it was the like the second level instead of the more modern? I think that would look really nice. I feel like we should do that. Let's do it. So sorry. Yeah, let's build like a almost like a cute little quote-unquote main street here. I think that's gonna look really nice. I do want to we have the fences there, so I want to put them on that side as well. And since we're going to be hand placing, I don't have to worry about the zoning there. Okay. All right, so we are looking at 3x3s. Yeah, so like this style here is much cuter. Let's see what other ones we have here. Yeah, like this style. Kind of that little, more kind of, you know, old school Main Street feel. I think that'll be really nice. And then what we could even do is back these up a bit and have a bit of a wider sidewalk there. And I think we should have little spots in between the buildings. Yeah, like that. Kind of made like a little bit of a historical. Yeah, we can definitely make room for some parking here and there as well, Bobble. I do like that idea. We can definitely do that. If we did can I get away with 3 without it complaining? Hi, Anna. What you doing? Okay, so probably not 3, but I can probably get away with 2. Yes, I can get away with 2. I hear you, but nothing's gonna change at this moment, my darling pup. Oh, we can't because of that path. That's right. That's going to annoy me. You know, here's the thing. Sometimes parking's not going to work with the way that we want it to. Listen, we have all this parking right here, and this is a tram. So I think just making like a cute little main street here is good. Maybe we sneak in a little bit of parking here and there. Maybe. But maybe not. Okay, let's go back to here. Yeah, like these are so cute. Oh, we've covered up the whole path there. What am I doing? This is making me rethink this pedestrian path along the back. Do I want it? I mean, yeah, you do want some access to the back of the buildings. Let's leave it. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Oh, this is a corner one. That would be good to have there. Okay. That's nice. That works. I think that works. Yeah, this looks a lot better than those kind of larger modern buildings that were coming in. I feel like this just kind of fits better across from the Art Deco neighborhood. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of fun, little main street there. Yeah, I mean, that's true. A lot of the parking does just stay empty. That's true. That's true. That's true, Bobble. I'm gonna add parking. Nope, there's a tram. Don't need it. But also we can add, this is a good little spot back here to add some parking, and then you can walk across. So I can, you know, this is getting used. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing too, is yeah, a lot of the parking won't get used unless you get that, like there's that mod. I don't even know if that mod still works. I remember Biffa used that in some of his videos, like the where all the cars had to find a place to be. They wouldn't disappear. Like despawning or something. I don't even remember what mod that is. Don't know. No clue. Okay. Is there another? Oh, I guess we could use. Do another little corner building there. I'm not opposed to that. That's nice. I feel like let's do something else. Yeah. Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. Oh, that's a nice one. I like that. This, like some of these buildings really give like that nice kind of like flea market vibe almost. Like buildings like this where they almost look like you'd walk in and it's a big open warehouse and it's just like a bunch of little flea markets. This is actually a very nice corner building. Can I turn it this way? Ooh, I can. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, is there... Ooh, there is. Okay. I think that was worth the effort there. These just like look a lot nicer to me. A little bit more low profile. And it makes me also want to mark all these historical so they don't level up into fancier ones. I almost want them to stay where they are. So that also gives us a different vibe of a neighborhood. What is this little building over here? What this is. Oh, interesting. That was a building. It'll give us a different vibe from the rest of the Rose District, which is, we've let it go totally level up. It looks completely different, which is nice. It's a nice look to it. But I'm going to mark all these historical. And if I miss a couple here and there, it's okay because, you know, there can be a few little modern ones here and there. Like this one already leveled up, so we're gonna let it do its thing. Okay, I think that works. I said that and then I'm like, nope, don't like it. Need that there, do we? Okay, something's gonna grow there and we'll mark it. Okay, I think this cute little neighborhood back here works well. Need to add some trees and things back there. So we can't be connecting to the highway there. I think that works. Do a little parking at the end of the street. Actually, no, what we could do is probably fit in with Move It. Put a little community garden back here. That's another thing we haven't built in a hot minute, is using Larry's assets and making a big community garden. We did that elsewhere in Cider River. It worked really nicely. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of this thing too. But yeah, that would be really fun to do. We haven't done that in a hot minute. Let's put a little community garden here. And we can fit in a little playground back here as well. That's nice to have at the end of the block. Little park on this end. Something like that. I got lots of trees to plant back here. I'll probably do that off camera because it can get kind of boring. Okay, but we get the idea. We get the idea. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice little neighborhood. All right, let me catch up in the chat here. Yeah, I mean, it's a huge problem here in America because we have these I mean, put aside all the junk that's happening, but like America, I feel like we are so behind everywhere else in the way that we think about quality of life and how we city plan, because at one point in time, there was a point in time where we needed these huge parking lots and we went to malls, and like that was kind of like, you know, it was like in the 80s and stuff, and like the early 90s, like it was like, you know, big shopping, and that was like the thing. But like that's not the thing anymore. Everyone like buys most of their stuff. Hi, Anna. What is it? Hold on, guys. What is it? Oh. No, you're not chasing the cat. There's a cat out there. But yeah, there's like these huge stores that like are going bankrupt and just aren't even used. There's these huge shopping malls like the ones that like that we built. The nice thing that's like happening in certain areas is that they are taking these giant malls and these giant parking lots, and then they are building apartment buildings and also repurposing some of the mall to build apartment buildings. So that way there is like this kind of like there's shopping, and then there's like the entertainment, because most of the time around a mall there's also a movie theater and restaurants, like all that's there. So if they can add apartment buildings and remove, like you have all this parking that people don't use, but if you take some of that and add in apartment buildings, then you've got people living close to shopping and entertainment and places to eat. And it's just so smart. And you do see that happening, but not as much as it needs to happen because they're just such expensive projects. But like all that in America could be completely repurposed. Like if you took every shopping mall and added apartments, like shrunk the parking, took it down to like a half or a quarter, and added apartments, you know, on the outskirts of where the parking was so far away from the store, you know, you'd create like really cool places. Yeah, so it's possible. It's just not, we're so behind, you know, we don't even have good solid public transportation, you know, except for a few cities, and even then, like, it's just so outdated. We really are behind in more ways than one. I mean, that's just matter of fact. I mean, like, European cities are just so focused on transportation and walking, and like that's just fantastic, you know. We just don't have that here. And the areas that we do have it in, it's so expensive to live. Like in the areas that are like that, it's incredibly expensive. So that's a huge problem. Huge problem. All right, let's look at some. Okay, so that's a cute one there. Okay, so, but there are, I know we have 1x2s. Maybe this is what we do. Okay, I'm gonna pause this again. We're gonna fix our lighting. Hold on. We're gonna do the other side of the street now. And we are going to make our own little groupings of buildings. this down. But I digress. We got so much other stuff we need to fix before we can even think about fixing any of that, and it just might never happen. It just might forever be in decline. It's very possible at this point. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but things aren't looking so hot over here these days. Okay, well this is cute, and then it's got the little parking out back, so I really like that. That always looks nice, is having the little parking out back. That's very cute. Okay, I feel like that works really well. Yeah, sorry, I went on a tangent off of your America has parking lots that are empty. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I know you see the cat out there, but when has Mom ever opened the gate so you could go chase the cat? When has that ever happened in the 5 years of your life? No, it's never happened. I appreciate that you come ask, but it's not happening. She's so funny. She's like, but. Man, these little emerging downtown buildings are so adorable, are they not? They're just like, I love them. I really do. I marked all these historical. Yes, I did. Yeah, if you guys want a cool example of what I'm talking about, there is a mall called the Northgate Mall. It's in the suburbs of Seattle, Shoreline, or I think so. And that mall is right on, pull these down. That mall is, used to be huge, used to be such a popular mall. Most of the stores went belly up, but they have, because it's right along the new rail project that Seattle is building that I always talk about, that takes you like right into downtown. So it's on the rail now, and now, like if you look at the Northgate Mall pictures from like 10 years ago and then look at pictures today, you will see they actually added a movie theater. They added there's some really new, nice apartments there. It just looks totally different night and day. But that's like a really good example if you want to like look up, you know, or Google Earth it or whatever. But it's the Northgate Mall, and I think it's technically Seattle, but it's like more shoreline area, which is just outside. But like, yeah. Really interesting what they've been able to do there with that. Very cool, actually. But it makes sense because it's right on all that new public transportation that has gone in. And it's actually right across from there's a community college right by there too. And I believe that they put in a walking sky bridge, which was like so much money to put in, but that area is really a good example. Should maybe figure out maybe I should go live on Discord sometime. I can show you guys it, or you can look it up for yourself. But I feel like we need a gas station here. Yeah, I feel like That's what we need. Gas station on the corner. Yeah, but also, like, Seattle in general is doing some very cool things. Like, they revamped such an expensive project. If you look, they revamped the whole entire waterfront. So we actually used to have a viaduct, and they removed that, and like it's all new now. It's pretty cool stuff that they're doing. Not to brag on Seattle, but I like to brag on Seattle. One more cool thing that happened, and then I'll stop talking about this stuff. But that I'm really proud of Seattle is Washington State. And so some of you who are maybe out of the country may not know this, but something cool that happened is Washington State, Oregon State, California, and Hawaii have all joined together. And it's the West Coast Alliance. And right now it's focused on ensuring that everyone can get vaccines without a prescription, and that it's low cost, and also other, because our CDC is basically crap now, unfortunately. It's a disaster. You guys know I normally don't talk about this stuff, but I'm very proud because they basically formed together, and because California makes so much money, like they are the biggest moneymaker in the United States. They're actually, so we're joining up with them, and we're basically going to have our own version of like the CDC, and also like doing scientific studies for cancer and important stuff like that. So I'm actually very proud of that, and I think that's going to be really important as well. And I can honestly see in the future that alliance being used for other things if stuff continues to get worse. So I'm very happy I live in Washington State. That's all I'll say right now. Okay, change of topic, but this turned out really cute. Yeah, I think that's a nice, cute little Main Street area. We needed lots of trees in here, but I think that's really nice. And it's also really nice for everyone here, because this isn't really you'd have all the nice little shopping here, you know? So I think that works out really well. Okay. I marked all these historical. Yes, I did. Okay, let's play here. Well, I think we're making good progress. I really like this a lot. Okay, so we need to think about how we kind of want this road. Should we just come straight here? I guess that makes the most sense. I do want to keep this a priority road. Yes, it is an awesome alliance. It is an awesome alliance. Okay. I feel like I want to finish this before we quit today. Like, finish this kind of block area in between these kind of two areas here. So let's think about what is needed. Let's see, we don't have a laundromat. We don't have a movie theater. Oh, we should think about putting some more of the Art Deco stuff in, but maybe I save that for like the movie theater and the ice cream shop. Maybe we put that here and do something cute with the university entrance. So let's save that for there. But I do think we could use a laundry. You guys know I love this building too. It's a nice building. Okay, and that's where our walkway is. Let's actually put this here. We'll just leave that open. Not everything has to be filled in. Okay, nice little laundromat there. Let's actually oh yeah, the beauty salon. That would be nice to have. And they can kind of share the parking lot there. That is nice. Yeah, living in California is so expensive. So expensive. Should we put a little gym back here? That might be nice to have. Oh, let's do that. Let's put a little gym. Whoops. Yeah, California is really expensive to live. Really expensive to live in. Let's put a little parking here alongside of the little beauty salon here. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, I like having the gym there. That's nice. Ha! Gym tan laundry. I did not do that on purpose. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I really love living in Washington State. Like, it's just a beautiful state to live in. Like, we have all the trees and just like, it's just such a, it's such a nice spot. Oh, we could put in the, oh, let's put in the donut shop right next to the gym. Because why not? Definitely should. Oh, you know what would go good here? We should put the bookstore. Put the bookstore here. Oh no. Well, I promised to never sing that song on live stream. You guys know I don't sing much anyways. Okay, this is actually a nice little, this is a corner piece though. We should put this over here. Let's put this here. And this is a nice little corner building. Let me attach this to the bookstore. Yeah, that looks really nice. Okay, so we've got our little bakery bookstore. We've got the gym, little laundromat, beauty salon. This actually works out really well. Let's actually put a little bit of, do a little bit of art. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that bakery is pretty cute. Bakery is pretty cute. Seeing the tram reminds me of the tram drivers world championship you want. Wait a minute. The tram is a world championship? Is this on YouTube? Is this in your town? What happened? Tell me. I want to know. I need to know more about this tram. And then we will ride the tram. We will ride the tram today for sure. Tell me more about this. Okay, I feel like this is the perfect place for like a little bit of a market. Yeah, this is a good little place for a little market here. Perfect. Right across from the parking there. Right across from the tram. Nice little spot for a market there. We could even continue the market over here. Yeah, this is nice. A little teeny tiny farmer's market right on the outskirts of our town square here. That's pretty nice, actually. I like that. I like it. Okay. You put the link in Discord for me. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna be checking. Oh my gosh, I went all about that. They live stream the competition every year. Okay. Oh my gosh. That sounds so fun. They have a number of challenges they do on a course where each has a score, and they also get scored on the time they use to finish. That is so cool. It's a fun watch. Great. I'll put that on my phone on YouTube while I've got to do food prep today. I'm excited. That sounds so fun. I love finding new things. So much fun. Okay, let's think about what else is needed in this area. We're gonna have like kind of a smaller mall type shopping thing here. Why are you complaining? Not enough educated workers? No such thing. You're right next to the university. You stop that. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, what else? We have this cafe. We really don't have like a restaurant. Yeah, we don't. We should probably put some restaurants here. That would be really good. Yeah, let's pause this for a second. There's the corner kind of Olive Garden-ish one. There's also, this is kind of like a funky restaurant here. I think we save that for when we do our other area though. There's a drive-through that could go there very nicely actually. Drive-through situation. Oh, you know what else we could put in here is this. This is a nice corner building too. Just flip it around the other way. That's that big pharmacy, like a CVS type situation. Would be good on this corner as well. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, this is a burger bite. I think this is a restaurant, yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's like a Denny's, right? All right, let's figure these out now. I think let's grab I'm gonna move these for just a moment. Okay. This at the back here, like so. Whoops. Okay, let's actually pull this back a bit. Just need that to there. The front, or is that the front? Which way is the front? I don't know. I don't know. This looks like the front, doesn't it? Yeah, this is the back. Interesting. Okay. So I think with this one, I do want to go this way. Now we have the hostel right here. I think it would be nice to have this little path go on to a little bit of green space. So I think we'll put some nice landscaping in here and some benches and just kind of hide the restaurant a bit and have a nice little green space there. I think that will be very nice. Yeah, so let's just do that. I know what I think I'm going to use. Kind of that larger bush. This one. Yeah. Let's just create a big hedge here. Block out all of that. And just kind of make kind of a secluded spot. Put a couple benches in here, and maybe we do like a big tree in the middle. Yeah, just to kind of have a quiet little spot next to the hospital. I feel like that's always very nice to have. Okay, let's pull this to the end here. We're getting somewhere with this area. Maybe I do want that smaller tree actually. Yeah, let's put this here. And can we fit this parking here? I don't know if it's gonna fit. Actually, yeah, that works. Let's give this restaurant a little bit more space out front, like so. And then what we can do, let's grab this, let's make another hedge here. Nice big tree there. Okay, so that's nice. We've got a couple little restaurants in this area then, because you will see that. You'll see like groupings of like different eateries. So that's really nice. Did I mark all these historical? No, I did not. Let's do that right now. Lovely, lovely. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, let me catch up with the chat here. You have some money in a hedge fund. Hedges are expensive. Landscaping in general is very expensive. Very expensive. So expensive. But like, what a fun thing to save up for. That's great. That's great. Hi, Anna. Yes, I know. I've gone a half an hour past my time. You've been so patient. Let me just finish this little area, okay? How about I give you another treat? One more. Okay. Okay, all right, what else do we kind of need in this area? I wonder if we should just do some like real basic vanilla buildings. I mean, that's kind of what we've been doing in this area. But we could do, why does nothing want to stick to this road? That's very weird. You know what else we could do is we could just do parking. Let's put some parking here for this lovely pharmacy. Okay, and then we can just do some nice landscaping in here. We don't need to fill that up, so we can do that at some point. And I think that's where we are going to leave it for today. Let's grab a tram ride. These buildings are all going to look really cool when they level up. Really, really cool. Okay. Let's, here's the tram right here. Let's go ahead and hop on there. I don't like sharing my shrubbery. I'm a hedgehog. That's too funny. Oh. The dad jokes are joking. Oh no, did I miss the dad jokes? Yes, Anna is getting impatient. Hold on, what dad jokes did I miss? Oh no. I missed it. Okay, we are coming past the high school right now. And then we are coming into what's known as the Rose District. This looks really cool. Oh, your hedge fund was a joke. I get it. Hedge fund money, hedges, yes. But facts, the landscaping is very expensive. You do have to save for it. Especially if you want like tall hedges that are already developed, like it's so expensive, so expensive. Wow, there's a lot of people here waiting at this tram stop. That's nice to see. We haven't even fully built out this area yet. Oh, I love a first-person view. You get to see everything that you just built. Oh, I like the little farmer's market there on the tram. That's nice. I really like this little tram town square. Yeah, this looks cute. With the tall buildings surrounding the plaza and the park. That's nice. That's very nice. Yeah, I definitely would want to live in this little Art Deco neighborhood. So cool. So cool. Yeah, this is really nice. Hedge fund manager, if they're an accountant for a gardening company, a landscape company, yeah, totally. Totally. Oh, too funny. Too funny. All right, let's ride the tram that's going, even though we don't have a lot built out there yet. Let's I want to get the tram, this guy that's going the, is there one out here? Yeah, let's hop on this to end out the stream. So we can see our Art Deco neighborhood. Well, everybody, thank you so much for understanding that we didn't stream yesterday because I was just exhausted. Today was a lot of fun. I'm glad Anna let us get an extra half an hour in. I was hoping I could get more out of her because I did walk her this morning, but no, not at all. But yeah, I appreciate all of you so much. There will be a new park video on Wednesday, of course, and then next weekend we will do 2 streams. I want to see this in better lighting. Hold on. We need to I want to get good lighting down this street. Let's do that again. Let's grab, I'm going to speed this up. I want to get a good view. Oh, that was this one. Okay. Got it. Let's try this again. With the lighting a little bit better. Thank you. You guys too. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I definitely will. I'm gonna go take Anna on her second walk for the day, and then I'm gonna come back and watch a tram competition while I prep my food for the week, so that'll be fun. I'm excited. I have no idea what to expect. I'm sure it'll be, that sounds really fascinating though. I love that. Love that. That's so cool. Okay, now we're coming into our little Main Street vibe here. Oh, I like this. This is cool. It's definitely a strode, but like we did with our monorail where we made it pedestrian friendly, you put a tram on a road like this and it's not a strode. It's a pedestrian corridor then. So yeah, this looks really cool. I like how this turned out a lot. Oh, except we've got a house blocking the thing. I'll have to fix that. You didn't see that. That wasn't there. All right, everybody. I hope everyone has a lovely rest of your Sunday. I hope everyone has a joyful day. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.